Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is video number 2 of unlocking the neck. In the first video, which will come up here now, and if you haven't done the first video, I suggest you go do that before you do this one. I talked about diatonic harmony and playing the major scale over the dominant 5 chord, and obviously your minor pentatonic, and then adjusting that scale into like a blues scale. So go check out that lesson first and then come back here for the next one. In this lesson, we're gonna be taking that further, one step further, and we're going to be looking at the second position of the major scale and the second position of the minor scale, and how that works in conjunction with what we learned in the first lesson. My patrons will get access to extended lessons where I will be covering a lot more detail, as well as some useful licks and tips and stuff on how to make it flow real nice. So from what we learnt in the first lesson, sorry my head's chopped off, but it's the only way I can get you in to see the guitar. So what we learnt in the first lesson was looking at our dominant 7 chord here for our A dominant blues, and obviously our 1-4-5 progression. We learnt that we can play minor pentatonic shape over that and G major over that, and we altered the minor pentatonic scale into a blues scale, etc. So just a quick recap. You can do this. Okay, and that kind of thing. Link in the description to these backing tracks. This is from a website called guitarbackingtracks.com. They're all free. They're very good. Anyway, so now we're going to move on and we're going to look at the second position of the major scale. We're using G major over our dominant 5 chord, our A dominant 5 chord. So there's the first position. Second position will obviously start from the second note of the scale, which is the A. And this pattern goes like this. So now we're extended up to the 10th fret. So the 2 scales together. Like so. So, just going to quickly teach you that. We're going to be going on your bass E string, or your bottom E string, or your fat E string, whatever you want to call it. We're going to go fret 5, fret 7, fret 8, fret 5, fret 7, fret 9, fret 5, fret 7, fret 9, fret 5, fret 7, fret 9, fret 7, fret 8, fret 10, fret 7, fret 8, fret 10. Okay? So that is our second position. So let's have a look and see what that's like over the A dominant blues. Excuse my computer's making funny noises. It's okay. So with that one, okay, so that's how they fit together. So now we've unlocked the neck from like fret 3 up to fret 10 just with those 2 scales. Now, as well as the second position of the major scale, we've also got the second position of the pentatonic scale. So our first position was here. Sorry. Our second position starts from the second note of the first position. So it will go from here, which is our 8th fret, and it looks like this. And you can see that it does share some of the notes from the second position of the major scale, which is what they all do. They all overlap. Okay, so to learn this pattern, we're going to go from fret 8 to fret 10, fret 7, fret 10, fret 7, fret 10, fret 7, fret 9, fret 8, fret 10, fret 8, fret 10. Probably a good idea now to pause the video and go and learn those scales. Now we're going to look at the whole thing. We're going to look at the whole thing over this track. This is a B.B. King style track, apparently. So I'm going to take it from the beginning. So I'm going to call as I go. So we're on our A minor pentatonic. We're going to slip down into G major first position. Now we're going to go to the second pentatonic pattern, top M. To the second G major pattern. To the first. Just have a noodle round and I can show you how from fret 3 to fret 10 is now unlocked. Now, like we did in lesson 1, where we were doing the outside notes as well, like with your flat 5s and your flat 7 and stuff like that, adding those to the scale, you can do the same thing with your second position pentatonic. So don't be afraid to hit them outside notes. Just remember to come back to something that is familiar to the ear. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed lesson number 2, and I hope it's making sense to you. If you've got any comments, then any questions, then leave them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them for you. Don't forget to check out my weekly Wednesday Q&A and other guitar stuff. So you can come and ask me some questions there, and get a live response if you want to. What I've done for you is I'm going to leave this backing track on the end of this video, so you can jam along to it as much as you like. See ya in the next one.